Tennessee are setting tonight the FedEx Forum. Hi and let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Jamal Murray.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Monte Morris is out there with Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Nikola Jokic, and it's Porter in at the four-man position. And for the Grizzlies, they've got Ja Morant. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Anderson. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Last outing for Denver, they won that game against the Pacers in Indiana. That one goes. Count it.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Brooks. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
So it's the Grizzlies now. Michael Porter making his last shot. And Valanciunas kicks to Morant. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Barton. It's rebounded by Memphis. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Valanciunas. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Shooting 4 of 5 to start the game. That's got to be a feel good.
Brooks outside. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Murray against Morant. Shot clock at 6. Back to Valanciunas. Latrey. Porter pulls it in.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
Barton, no luck.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range. You think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
Now here's Barton, following the miss by Ja Morant. He's off on that one. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. The pass to Morant. Oh, that's blocked.
All about timing. Will Barton, great job of seeking that one out and throwing it away.
Back to Murray. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Porter against Anderson. Count it from 12. Porter's got his second basket. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Here's Barton, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
Thanks, Kevin. I asked him which part of their offensive scheme they feel confident in, and he said, to no surprise, outside shooting. He told me our guys can flat out kill it from deep. So we're going to try to get that dialed up early on. We will see, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And we've got a chance now to get caught up on how the standings are looking in the West as we make the push through midseason. You look at Denver. They're having a solid season. 5th in the conference and looking to move up. And, of course, the Grizzlies. They're back in the 9th position.
And when you look at Memphis, they've had an interesting season for sure. They're competitive, they're feisty, but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
I just think if you're on the other side, how much are you looking at that team and saying, we're scared of them? So not a lot of fear from the opposition and what they're bringing to the table. They're good, they compete, but do they have that extra gear? I'm not sure.
A 3 from Morris. He shoots again, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
Get a feeling like that play was designed for Will Barton to get contact and get himself to the free throw line.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of this game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. I feel like we always see a little more energy from teams, Brent, after All-Star Weekend. Seems like that's a much-needed break at this time of the year for a lot of guys.
Yeah, no question about just the mental reset and how important that is for guys to reflect a little bit, Kevin. We don't talk about that a lot, but to be able to go back and kind of retool yourself and what you can do individually to contribute to what you know the team might be missing, that's a huge help for a coaching staff.
Now, here's Valanciunas. Against Washington, he was really on his game. The dish to Morant. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Porter.
And the rugged toughness of Morant. Excellent at fighting through there and capitalizing in style.
Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Here's Morris following the basket by John Morant. Here's Barton. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Now Morant. Anderson outside. Back to Morant. Murray with the defensive effort.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Morris, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Feeds to Valanciunas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
And a bruising, fundamentally sound big man. Valanciunas is a throwback. More importantly, he's willing to play whatever role is asked of him.
And he makes the first. Winslow's checked in for Memphis.